Alright, so let's see quick demo. As an application server, as I told, that is the first thing we need to deploy our code. So I would be using Apache TomCat server, which is a very famous to deploy all our front-end apps. Okay, so you can just say Apache TomCat download, which will take it to their official website. Okay, so here if you are using Windows, then you can simply download zip file, 64-bit Windows zip, and if you are using Linux, the whole different story, which we will talk it later. So this is just a sample demo. This is not a real-time one what we are seeing, right? So you can just download this. I already have in my machine. So once you download, you would just see something like this. Let me show you. Yeah, Apache TomCat. It will come in zip file. So extract it, and this is how it looks, right? So there are different folders present here. So first of all, let's go back and build this project, because our goal is to create one build file and place that file in this TomCat server, right? Let's do that. From command prompt at this project level, if it is a Maven project, then you have to give mvn clean install. So I hope you need to know some basics about what is Maven and all. If you don't know about that, then that's fine. If your goal is only DevOps, then if it's a Maven project, then you just need to provide this command from that project. If it is Angular, you can do ng-build. So basically this information we will get it from developer. So DevOps will not take a headache of knowing about all these. They will just ask build command, so that they will download the code from GitHub repository, and then they'll just use this build commands, right? So this command will build your entire project, code files, everything, and then it will create a war file. Let's see. So in our entire course, I will be using this project as an explanation. So it will run test cases as well. So before it creates a var file, it will run all unit test cases, everything what you mentioned in this project. If everything is successfully passed, then only it will create a build file. Okay, if there is any compile issues or anything, then it will not create, it will just throw an error. So the goal of this command is to compile your code, make sure there are no syntax errors, and it will also run test cases, unit tests. And if everything is passed, then only at the end it will create build file for us. So now where are the build files are present? So refresh your projects. So in this case, we are using web app, right? So you would generally see this here, right? So in the project, server web app is there. So don't worry, I will tell you from where you can download this project. For that, I have to tell the GitHub repository details, which I will be talking in my next lecture. For now, just listen and see what's happening here. So this is a web app folder. Under the web app folder, every time when you build your Maven project, all build files will get created only in target folder. That's common. No matter what project you have, you will see target folder after you run Maven command. Inside this target folder, there will be var file for you, right? You just need this file, that's all. Let's copy this file, okay, and come back to your TomCat folder. In this, there are different folders present here, right? You just need to place that var file in this web apps folder. Okay, you just need to place it here, right? So before I place, let me do something. First of all, I'll start this server, okay? So after I start server, I told you that server by default will start this 8080 port. Let's first confirm that if server is started or not, and then I will host this build file, and then I will see if the application is rendering or not, right? Now to start your application server, which you just downloaded from internet, so go to bin directory, and then there is startup, right? So just select that, and that will start TomCat server in your system. If port 8080 is already blocked, then you will get an error saying that port is already in use. So in that case, you need to provide two commands. Let me show you that. So in Stack Overflow, they have given clear details of how do I kill the process currently running on Windows. So first of all, from your command prompt in administrative mode, give this command. So port number 8080, if it is already blocked, then you just provide 8080 here. Then it will show you what is the process identifier number here, which is using your 8080 port. Okay, we generally call it as PID number. After you provide this command here, you see that screenshot is clearly given. Take this number, PID number 3740, and then give this command task kill slash PID 3740 slash F. That's it. So that whatever programs which are already running in 8080 will be stopped, and then you can happily trigger this Apache start command again, so that it will now start without any issues. Right? Just Google how do I kill the process running on port. So you will find the information with proper screenshots here. Awesome. So it started here. Now, how do I access the server from your browser? As I told you that server can now handle HTTP requests and responses, right? Which can be seen through your browser URL address. So how to access that? I told you that IP address colon port number. So IP address, you can simply say localhost, right? Localhost will automatically point to your local IP address. So tomorrow when we run this in Linux missions in upcoming sections, then we will provide exact IP address of that AWS Linux missions. Here in this case, I am right now installed in my local server, so local machine. So I just provide localhost, and 8080 is the port where TomCat is started. And you see that if you see this page, that means TomCat is successfully installed in your machine. Great. Now, so you copied this file, right? Copy this file, and then you just need to place it in the web apps folder. So basically TomCat will be listening on all the apps what you have placed. So if you place your war file here, and that's it, now you will be able to access that application. How? So you have to take the war file name, which is web app in this case, right, with all small letters. Now you need to simply go to your browser URL slash and then just provide web app, which is the name of that war file. Let's see what happens. Perfect. You see that? So again, I am not showing my website code here. Okay. So this is what I am developed. I just developed one simple HTML page where you can see here. In web app itself, there is JSP page. This is just a Java project. Okay, so our goal is not to create any development apps, right? Our goal is for deployments only. So we are not worrying about what code we have. So I simply written one HTML here, rahulshettyacademy.com, learn QA automation, DevOps tools. Good luck everyone. This is what a HTML I have developed, and that HTML now we are able to access this. Basically, this is the code to render this, and we have successfully able to render this in our browser. So that means our application can be now visible in the browser. Okay, and if you want everyone to access it, just open the port, make IP address public, and give this URL to everyone so that people can hit this URL and they can see the application what you have developed. So this is how the basic deployment happens of taking your build files and posting it in the application servers. So in this case, hosted server is my machine and TomCat is what we have used. Nice. So have you heard about Jenkins? Now I'll come back to this again, CI/CD. So generally people say that CI/CD can be achievable using Jenkins. Okay, it's just not Jenkins, but Jenkins is one platform which will help you to achieve this continuous integration and continuous delivery. But overall, to implement this, you need so many other tools like Docker, Ansible, Kubernetes. There are many things out there, right? But a platform to implement this, Jenkins is one of the open source and most commonly used platform to implement this system, right? Now, again, before I come back to this definition, I want to just open quickly Jenkins and what all we did now manually, like I went to command prompt, right? and created build file, and then I copied that build file and I placed it in the TomCat server. Everything we did manually, right? Now using Jenkins, I will try to automate all these process. Okay, and then you will know how to do end-to-end deployment. Simple, very simple deployment end-to-end using Jenkins. Okay, after you do that, from that process only you will derive these two definitions, and you will be very clear of exact meaning of CI and CD, right? So in the next lecture, let's automate what all we did in this lecture manually through Jenkins. All right, thank you.